My name's J.C. McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Each and every one of us are overcomers. So now we ask for something special to happen in this space. Let this be a sacred encounter of love and friendship and remembering. And let this be an evening where we open up the windows and the doors and the closets, and we release secrets, that there be no shame, and that we each will be whole. Amen.
Well, I wrote it down so I wouldn't be bumbling. So I just want to say good evening.
Good evening.
And thank you for coming out to support this special occasion for Lorna. The support she has been given is remarkable. Just look around the room. This means a lot to Lorna and myself. For me, this is validation that if you support the community community will support you. Everyone here is here because they know, respect, and or love Lorna because of her spirit and the person she is. When I talk about supporting the community, many of you may not know, but Lorna has had this as her calling, mission, since she was a very young lady. In 1989, Lorna came to me and said, "Babe, I found a place where I can have my own show. I want to have a television show at Hartford Public Access." I said, "Well, what do you want to have a show about?" So Lorna said, "Well, you know, I want to deliver positive messages to the youth. I want to inform them of what's going on positive in our community." She said, I want to have the guests give the people some good advice." I said, okay, and as usual, I did what I could to make her dreams come true. So I got a job at Hartford Public Access. It's something she called, she said it's the little train that could, and I guess that was the start of the train. Okay, we started creating the show. And every show, Lorna would ask the guests to give our viewers some positive words. Now, some of those guests were the biggest stars during that time, and some are still some of the biggest celebrities today. I'm going to show you a really short clip, because I only have 2 minutes. So I'm going to show you a short clip of... I'm supposed to be a computer teacher, so I should get nervous here.
I've hosted community television programming for many years, and people said this is an opportunity for you to do what you've loved and what you've been good at for so long. I have to tell you, by day, I'm an executive director of a group home for young women and children, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and that's work that I've truly loved. But I've also enjoyed media communications and hosting a talk show. And I was able to do that on a community level for many years by putting hard work, utilizing and working with a volunteer crew, and just being passionate about interviewing and trying to bring people to the point where they are comfortable sharing their story, whether it's an entertainer or whether it's an everyday common person. So I want you to take a look and judge for yourself. Take a look at some of the clips of some of the interviews that I've had with people like LL Cool J, will.i.am of the Black Eyed Peas, Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis, Queen Latifah, and others who have come on to Lorna's Corner and shared their story.
People in our community some words of advice or words of wisdom, just things that you think that they can take with them on a day-to-day basis, because it's getting difficult out there, Morris.
Right. I just say, you have your dreams and you have your goals, just never ever give up. Acting is a business that where you have a lot of rejection, and as in everything in life, you can have a lot of rejection. Just use that perseverance that you have and just keep going forward.
So now let's fast forward to 2004, when Lorna decided to write this book. Again, I asked her why. Just like Lorna, she said, because this book will help some people by me sharing my story. It will help people deal with some of their secrets, shame, and guilt. Okay, fast forward again to 2014. The little engine started up again. And we completed the book as we are here today for the celebration. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you my angel, the now free Lorna, who no longer has to keep a secret.
But they have to come and mic me up, so it's just going to take a second. But Yvonne Davis is going to join me. We're calling her Oprah today. Come on, Oprah. She's going to facilitate the conversation that we're going to have, but they're going to mic us up so we can get started. And thank you for being here, everyone. I just want to say this really quick. Everyone here that is invited is someone that was invited intentionally. I want to be clear on that. This is not an open, random, everybody come, because we could have got another place and had a lot of people because people were asking me to come. So I want to be clear. Everyone here, there's a reason why you're here, and there's a reason you were invited. So I just want you to know that as you hear, as we begin to share.
Thank you, Lorna.
Okay, we're here with Lorna Little, who is just a phenomenal individual here in the Hartford area. Many of you may know her from Lorna's Corner, and I'm talking about the Wayback Machine. But she's also the executive director of the St. Agnes Home. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, talk a little bit about Mum's the Word. I know there's a big secret that's going to be released tonight. We're not gonna spoil that for the viewers. But you know, talk about Mum's the Word and the journey that it took for you to write the memoirs.
Well, you know, the journey has been kind of a long one. You know, we all have different parts of our lives that we share with people. You know, in a way, I'm a very public person, and on the other hand, I'm quite private. And, you know, I wanted to get to the place where I was living my whole and full truth, and this gives me an opportunity in writing this book to share with people some of the things that I've gone through. And the whole reason for writing the book is to hope to inspire others to really look at how love and the dynamics of love and family change and evolve, and how we can really come together and, you know, work in our community to strengthen who we are as individuals. So I'm just thankful that I've been blessed with a word and a story to tell, and hope that everyone who reads it will really come away with an understanding of the blessing through the trials and tribulations that we have with the individuals who have been placed in our lives, and how we really have to learn a lesson from everything, things that we like and the things that we don't like. And at the end of the day, we can't be silent. Silence and secrecy really damage who we are as individuals and as our community. And I'll let you ask more, because I see people's faces out there like, what is it? I'm reading the faces.
The title of the book is Mum's the Word, and it has a meaning behind it. But if you could just give our audience a synopsis of what this book, this novel, this journey, this biographical sketch is about.
Yeah. So this is not an autobiography, but it's a memoir, and it's me sharing some things about my life. And to bring it to a kind of a nutshell, and you'll have to read in greater detail, we'll talk more, I found out when I was in my late 30s that I was adopted.
Wow.
Go back.
Would you liken this to like a novel or a book? You know, as a what talk to the viewers about that.
So it's interesting. You know, there's a little bit difference. This is not necessarily an autobiography where you tell every little thing from the time you were born until you're at the end of your life. But it is. It's actually what makes it interesting. And I've had several people pre-read it, some celebrities and some people that are in the community. And what they've said is that it reads like a novel. It reads like a tale of intrigue. And so that's what's fascinating about it. The fact that my everyday life experience is something that is fascinating and that is interesting and that people can take something from. It's full of surprises. It really is. I've had some feedback that it's considered a page turner, so that's a good thing.
Go back to that time. Talk about tell us where you were going at that time, and you had to get your visa.
Yeah. So this all started because I was trying to secure my passport for a trip on a vacation. And my family, some of my family's here, they're still my family. Blood does not make a family. And I had no idea. And so I was sending off for my passport to get, on a family vacation. The irony that family vacation is what started it all. And it was taking long to get the papers and just, I don't want to go into all details because I don't want to take away the story for you. But papers came back stating certificate of adoption. And I'm like, these people are crazy. I know who my parents are. I know all about, what's wrong with these people in England? What are they talking about? And truly, that started the journey. And it doesn't make me any less of a person, doesn't make me any more of a person. It just is what it is. And the journey of finding that was quite emotional. I mean, to know who you are for 30-something years, and then all of a sudden it rocks your world to find out something else, that was deep. Yeah. And people in this room, some of those who worked with me at the time, they didn't know. Remmer Holmes was working with me at the time, didn't know, it was really a difficult, challenging place for me to be at. And to get through it, you have to read how I got through it all.
Let me just tell you all.
Okay, so how do people get a hold of it?
Well, the best thing I can tell people to do is to go to the website, www.mumsthewordbook.com. They can find out more information about it. They can learn more what the whole theme, of the book is about, and how the title, the cover, and all the aspects of it really bring what's inside together. And so mumsthewordbook.com is really where we're starting, and this is, where we start to tell our truths.